welcome to our meditation time together. Let's each just settle into the space where we have found ourselves for these moments that we have. And once your body gets to a spot where it's comfortable, just allow your eyes to gently close or your gaze to cast down toward the ground. And then I would invite you, and I'm going to do it for myself as well, just be thankful to yourself. Feel gratitude toward yourself for showing up. We live such busy lives, and so before we actually begin to intentionally breathe and focus on whatever this present moment has, let's just be grateful. Be grateful that we have an alarm or a reminder and that we choose to listen to it because we feel the importance of what that reminder or what that alarm represents in our lives. So often we go through our day and we forget to tell ourselves, thank you. We forget to be grateful for the decisions that we make. But then when the decisions are not good, we are so quick to be hard on ourselves. So let's start to see things from a spirit of gratitude. I am grateful that it is Tuesday and it is time for me to pause. And I hope that you are grateful as well. So as we've each settled into our spot, let's just start to breathe together. Just some nice, slow breaths in and full breaths out. Slow breath in and a full breath out. One more breath in together and a breath out. And let's just each continue in the comfort where we are, in the stillness that our body has found, with the rhythm of breath that feels right for you. And our focus for these few minutes is a little different than our usual time together. Typically, I want us to have something that we can really visualize, or a quote that we can just kind of marinate on, or just some thoughts that we can take out from our practice. But today, I'd like us to think about the why. Why do we show up for meditation? Why does it become this staple as a part of our lives? I'm asked often about how to meditate and about why and the benefits, and most people assume, like probably each of us has before, it's about finding peace. It's about being still. And those are two great reasons to show up. But as we're each sitting here, just with your eyes cast down or closed, I want to name some of the benefits. And after each one, I'm going to pause and just think to yourself as I say each of these benefits, how have I seen that, or have I seen that yet manifested in my life? Do I see evidence of that yet? Because oftentimes we don't even realize what the real benefits are, how deep some of them go. And so whenever they start to manifest in our life, we don't even recognize them. And so let's just pause. And as I name them, just think to yourself, and I'll think to myself, how has this manifested in my life since I started this practice? So meditation. It teaches us to slow and deepen our breathing. It teaches us to slow and deepen our breathing. Just notice, how have you seen that in your life? Not just when we're in practice together, but in other parts of life. When stress comes and traffic is bad and people are annoying, how have you seen the benefit of a slow, deep breath? Another benefit is your meditation practice over time begins to actually suppress our stress hormones. So just think to yourself, have I started to see evidence of that yet? Things that used to trigger me or cause me to feel stress, are their influences getting a little bit less? Are those stress hormones in my head and in my chemical self, are they getting suppressed just a little bit? Another benefit of meditation that most don't even realize is it actually begins to ease inflammation in our body. We hear so much around us from the health community about inflammation and what it looks like and the causes of it. But when we practice meditation, over time, inflammation is actually eased. And so some of those few benefits actually surprise people. Because again, they thought it was all about peace and stillness. But there's more. Your meditation practice will help you to sleep better. When you practice being present and aware of the present moment, it allows your body to enter into rest much easier than it used to. Have you begun to notice an impact on your sleep? And this is the one that is the most important to me. Our meditation practice allows us to become more patient. And I personally will share with you, that is my Achilles heel. Impatience is the thing I've struggled with since birth. And what I've seen in my life over this time is I am more patient. But even more, I am less impatient. So how is it manifested in your life? And then finally, meditation, as it becomes a practice in your life, helps you to make better decisions. It helps you to make better decisions. Prior to practicing meditation, you've probably gone through parts of your life where you make decisions based on the past, or you make decisions based on worries about the future. But when you actually sit still and you practice being present, it eventually begins to impact how you make decisions. You make decisions in the present awareness of this moment. Not about regrets of the past, not about worries of the future. You make decisions here and now. And so then as I was thinking about all these benefits that I wanted to share, I thought, well, wait a minute. Isn't it also about getting a little peace and a little stillness? And then I realized the peace and the stillness are what help me sleep better. The peace and the stillness are what suppress my stress hormones. The peace and the stillness are what help me to be more patient. And the peace and the stillness are what help me to make better decisions. And so what I would like each of us to do for these next few minutes that we have together is just focus on this idea of peace and stillness. And know that when you nurture those things in your life, the benefits are more than you can imagine. I could have added so many things to this list for us. But when we actually show up, when that alarm goes off, and that reminder comes and it says meditation on a Tuesday, you will begin to see the impact on Wednesday and Thursday and months later. All of a sudden you will look up and you will realize, I feel more rested because I'm sleeping better. I'm getting along better with my partner or my spouse because I am more patient. The things that I want in my life are actually coming true because I'm making better decisions. All because you are nurturing the development of peace and stillness in your life. And one of the best benefits that I didn't list on that first set of things for us to be aware of is that your meditation practice helps you to see life more vibrantly. It doesn't dull you Peace doesn't make you quiet and dull. It makes you see the world through eyes of vibrancy. The colors around you are brighter. The sunsets are more beautiful. The spirits of the people in your life are more precious. And time, each minute of each day, truly begins to be seen as a gift. And we thought we were just showing up for a little peace and a little stillness. So let's just sit in stillness in our physical selves, in stillness in our mental selves, in our emotional selves, and begin to watch the peace just bubble up. Just continue to breathe softly, fully, deeply where you are. And let's just each think to ourselves, how would we explain our meditation practice to someone? How would we encourage them to try? If you describe it as we sit and we're still and we're quiet, you probably won't have very many takers. But what if you said to someone, aren't you tired of feeling the suffering of all this inflammation in your body? Aren't you tired of feeling the grip of impatience on your heart when you interact with people? Aren't you tired of waking up and not feeling rested or recharged or renewed every morning? And aren't you tired of making decisions that you know are not good for you? And maybe that would inspire someone to realize what this practice can give them. Through the culturing and the developing of peace and stillness, we will help people to feel better. We'll help people to rest better. And most of all, just like each of us, we will help people to be better. That's how we'll change our world. One showing up at a time. Namaste.